Hi guys, welcome back to Flora Fun and Food. My name is Lauren and today we're going to be making my mom's recipe for banana bread. Now, I bought 3 bunches of bananas with every intention of dehydrating them and making banana chips, and that didn't happen. So you know how everybody always says, oh, I'll just make banana bread when their bananas get old? We actually are going to do it today, so let's go. Since I have so many bananas, we are going to make a pretty large batch of banana bread. So each recipe calls for 3 bananas, and I have enough to make 8 batches. So all of my measurements are going to be times 8, but as always, I will link the recipe card in the description box below so that you can have it and try it. For each recipe, we need 1 cup of sugar, so I need 8. Each recipe then calls for half a cup of butter, so I need 4 cups total. And I let this sit out so that it is nice and soft and at room temperature. Now we're going to use an electric mixer to cream our butter and sugar together. Now, since I'm using unsalted butter, I'm going to add a teaspoon for every stick I put in. So I'm going to add 8 teaspoons. Whenever you're baking, you always want salt, even if you're making something sweet, because it just helps enhance the flavor. And if I was using salted butter, I would not do this step. Next up, we're going to add 2 eggs per batch. So I actually need 16. And again, we're going to mix it with our electric mixer. Next up, we need 2 cups of flour per recipe, so I need 16. 16. Then we need 1 teaspoon of baking soda per recipe. My mom says to sift the flour and the baking soda together, but I didn't do that. Okay, now I'm going to add our bananas. You really should mash these like with a fork, but these are so soft that I think they'll just mix up pretty well, so we'll get them in here and see how they do. And again, it's 3 bananas per recipe, so I am doing 24 bananas. And I'm going to go ahead and just mash these a little bit with a fork just to get them started. Finally, we need 1 teaspoon of vanilla per recipe. So again, I need 8. And if you want to, you can add walnuts or something like that. At this point, if you wanted to add nuts, it would just be a half a cup. Here we go. Alright, it's time to start putting our batter into our pans. Now, you could use banana bread loaf pans. I only have 5, and I have way more batter than I can use with just 5. So I'm going to also use a bundt pan and a 9x13. I'm going to start with the bundt pan because I think it's just going to look nice and pretty. We're going to give it a nice coating of oil spray. I'm just using Pam, but you could use any spray oil. Banana bread gets really sticky, so you want to make sure you do not forget this step. Now I'm just going to divvy out batter into each pan, making sure not to fill it to the very, very top because it will rise. Alright, that one's done. Let's move on to our 9x13. Again, spraying it with some Pam on the bottom and all the sides, especially the corners. While we fill this, we're gonna go ahead and set our oven to 365 degrees. I like to line my mini loaf trays or my banana loaf trays onto a flat cookie sheet so it's just easier to get them in and out. And I'm just gonna spray these one at a time until I know how many I'm gonna need. All right, these are ready to go into the oven at 365 for 1 hour. I smell banana bread and woo boy, I'm gonna check on this. It's still really gooey, but it's brown on top, so I'm gonna add a piece of foil to that so it doesn't get any more brown. And we have had, exactly what I told you not to do. Overfill them because they are now spilling out over the side. Oh my gosh. It'll be okay. So I'm just going to add a piece of foil on top so that the top doesn't get any more brown, but the inside can still cook. Same with these. They're getting a little toasty brown on top. All right, hopefully that helps, and I'll just keep a close eye on them. Do you smell banana bread in there? Yeah? You smell banana bread? You don't get any. What makes you think you get any, huh? All right, it has been 1 hour. I'm a little nervous. All right, big reveal. Let's see how we did. Ooh, it's stuck to the foil a little bit. Ooh, the 9x13 looks pretty good. Now, banana bread really needs to be about 200 degrees to be done. This is only at 137.5. It was about 145. Okay, the loaves are done. So I'll let those continue cooking, but you can see the overflow. And after I put them in, I remembered that my mom only probably fills them half to 2/3 of the way full. So that's on me. So don't overfill your pans. We can still eat this. It just doesn't look very pretty. And Bruno will be very happy because he'll get all these little scraps here. All right, we're gonna go ahead and check these again. And real quick, I am in love with this new tea towel that I got from my mom. She actually painted this moth and made tea towels out of them. So I will link her Etsy store down below if you want to check her out. Some of my artwork is on there as well. But she does tea towels and watercolor paintings and stuff like that. So you should check her out. She's also super talented and made this owl apron. All right, let's see what we got. Ooh, we're at about 160. So we're just gonna leave it in. All right, these have had some time to cool. So we're gonna try and get them out of their pans. And I can tell it's kind of stuck on the rim here. There we go. There's one with kind of a funky top. That's okay though. All right, and Bruno's gonna get a little snack. All right, our bundt pan is finally done cooking. It has been 2 hours. So we'll pull this one out and let it start cooling. And then let's check on our 9x13. It probably needs about 10 more minutes. I'm going to cover it back up. Alright, hopefully this is the last time. This has been quite the ordeal. Alright, we are there. Thank goodness. As you can see, the edges are pretty burned, but I'm just going to cut those off and use the middle still. It will still be delicious. Same with the bundt pan. It's just really hard and crispy on the edge, but that's okay. So I will slice the top off to make it flat, flip it over, and then this one I'll just cut the edge around and it should be fine. So here is our banana bread day. It was quite the ordeal. I would recommend just using plain old banana bread loaves. I just wanted to see if I could do this. These are definitely the way to go. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and head over to my channel to subscribe for more content like this. And I hope to see you guys again very soon. Thanks guys. Bye.